Hey everybody, it's good to see you all again. This segment is just to kind of let you guys know what is going on in this episode. So, in this episode, there is a situation. Towards the end, or anywhere in this episode, there is a blank. That means there's no sound coming in the episode, and you might think that is your fault. That is my fault. You can blame me, say it was my fault, because that is an editing problem, and that's because of recording and the recording platform that I use. If that happens to be in the episode, if that's in it, what you need to do is to just disregard it. Don't worry about it. Consider it like an ad break. Consider it like a break. Consider it like we're taking a 5 minute break. Consider it like that. So, no freaking out. No need to worry. Make sure you guys enjoy the episode, enjoy what's in it, and y'all have a good one. And enjoy this one. Really enjoy it and have fun. And please disregard the blanks in there, consider them breaks. Hope you guys enjoy this episode and thank you guys for understanding and for your cooperation.
There he is.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. Sorry for that little mishap.
Yeah, you're
Let's just
good.
forget that happened. Let's just forget it. Anyway, y'all, sorry before recording we had a little mishap. But anyway, today's gonna be a good one because today I'm kind of with an artist that's kind of everything if you really think about it. An everything artist. His name's Ellie, and I'm super duper excited. Say hey to the world, Ellie.
What's up, everybody? My name's Ellie Cairo. I'm an artist, straight out of New Hampshire, and I've been in the underground game for a while. Definitely came up, but yeah, I've been grinding. I definitely consider myself more of a world builder when it comes to this. But yeah, I'm definitely going to share a lot about myself through this, and I'm really excited to be here. Thank you.
No problem, no problem. Thank you for taking your time out to do this. I'm so excited. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm just really grateful that you're even here. You're even here.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's get into some action, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay. So a lot of people do not know you,
Yes.
and I certainly don't know you a lot, and a lot of people
Mhm.
don't. So this segment will be just to kind of get to know you a little more because your little intro is good. It's good, but
Mhm.
it doesn't really tell all about
Right.
you. I want to kind of know all about you, so know you as an
Yeah.
artist, and
Yeah,
yeah.
of course. You want me to kinda just start, like, from my beginnings and kinda work my way, like, through?
We can start with that. Actually, my first question was going to be from the beginning.
Oh, okay.
But thanks for
Yeah, no,
being.
so,
You're going to say something?
basically yeah, so basically, yeah, no, so I've been in music I've been doing music for about 14 years now. I started with pretty much what everybody starts with, like, just rock music. I worked my way all around different ranges of music, jazz, everything, and I covered different ranges of music, just learning, just, like, taking in different elements of everything, like, expanding my worldview. And so when I came across hip hop, when I finally came into the game and after studying, the greats, after studying them and actually wanted to do it myself, I actually, I did my homework. So I didn't come off as much of a novice to people. And because I had the advantage of being a music teacher and teaching a lot of and understanding music theory and more aspects of music than a lot of other people in the game, in my opinion, do, it gives me a little bit of an advantage when it comes to songwriting. So I feel like that is one of my greatest strengths as an artist, is that I have a lot of weapons, you could call them, in my arsenal when it comes to when I build my tracks and when I write my songs. I can kind of pull from different influences and different areas that I have learned without wearing them too much on my sleeve and still being original. So that's definitely like, you know, my that's definitely my brand for sure. That's 100% my brand.
Oh, okay, I see you. You should definitely put on a t-shirt. Definitely do that.
Yeah.
I would buy it. I would buy
I
that.
appreciate it.
I think everybody
Absolutely.
would. I think that should be a product.
Yeah. No, it's definitely it's been very, very interesting, this whole musical journey for me. But, I feel like finally after, countless pitfalls, going through pitfalls left and right between, fallouts with friendships, people who you think are your friends and who they really aren't, like creative differences, all that stuff, actually leading to an actual creative circle that as cultivates your creativity is key. And I think I finally grown into one. And because of that, I've been able to transform into the artist I am now, which is somebody I am really proud of. And I'm ready to show that to the world.
Oh, I see, I see. And I can tell you're very excited. I mean, when I asked you, was like you were like you were like direct. You just wanted to do it. Like you wanted to bring
Yeah.
yourself out.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. I'm definitely fearless with this. And I've been told by a lot of people who, just meet me. Like I go from Discord servers to Discord servers, and I'm not trying to plug my music. I just go in and I meet people organically. I want to do everything naturally and organically. I don't want to just go in and plug my album or plug my music and be annoying. I don't want to do that. I want to go in, I want to meet artists and actually connect and network because we're all trying to elevate. So I do that, and people, the first thing they realize is, wow, this dude's fearless. He's streaming his whole album that ain't even done yet, and he doesn't even give a shit that that I'm hearing an unfinished product. That's how much confidence I have in my work, is that I know it's not finished, but I know that the reaction they get is gonna benefit me and them because we're both gonna learn from the art that they just witnessed. So that's how I usually work. I run a very organic kind of networking thing. I'm not very big on the whole social media clout chasing type of thing. So I like to go guerrilla style, kind of just like go into conversations, meet people organically, and just grow connections from there instead of paying for bots like a lot of artists do. That's something I don't like to do.
Okay, okay. That's good to know about a few artists with the bots.
Yeah.
But I definitely love your perspective. I
Hmm.
definitely like that about you.
Yeah.
All right. All right, this is going good so far. Next, your start. So what was the trigger point that made you decide to get into music?
Okay. The trigger point for me, it was really stupid actually. My trigger point, so I've actually I love all forms of art, but when I was a kid, when I was like I think 12, I was a huge video game person, and I was playing Guitar Hero, and I was super super into Guitar Hero, and I remember just like after like mastering Guitar Hero 2, I was just like, okay, I'm tired of playing Guitar Hero. I want to play the actual real guitar. And my parents were like, all right, well, like it's not that easy. You can't just play the guitar like that. And I was like, no, no, I know. I just want to try it because I feel like now that I've played like the virtual thing, I want to actually play it. So they got it for my 13th birthday. And that year I spent literally, I sacrificed my social life. I sacrificed everything just to learn the guitar for that entire year. And I went into the talent show and I won my talent show that year playing I don't even remember what I played. It was some stupid song, but that was like a huge sacrifice I made. From then on, I sacrificed so many social things like for music. And it stayed that way. All I did was play music. All I did was learn. All I did was, hole up and write and learn how to songwrite and learn how to world build and learn how to sound design and learn how to do all this stuff because I didn't care about anything else. Looking back, do I regret it? I definitely like see some pros and cons to the approach I took, but I definitely, I definitely think that's where my love of music sparked was when I got that guitar. When I got that guitar and I realized that, I had that natural like talent with it. That's when I was like, okay, I could really go somewhere with this. And once I did that, another thing about me, for anyone who doesn't know me, I have extreme OCD, and not the type of OCD that you just like touch a doorknob 50 times. I got the OCD where I stay hyper focused on one thing until I master it. Like I literally am just like I pretty much take no for an answer. Like I don't take no for an answer. Like if you say like, hey, you can't cook that, like I'm gonna if I want to do it, my OCD is gonna make me master that. Like that's usually how my OCD works. So guitar was one of those. It was just like, oh, I don't you tell me I can't do this. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna spend 5 years, I'm gonna master this, and then I'm gonna come out at the end and I'm gonna do it. And that's what keeps happening. I keep doing that with a lot of things. And that brings us to one thing I did want to talk about, unless you wanted me to stop and you have another question. But I did want to go into the something really quick, if that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Go ahead. I don't mind.
Okay, cool. Um, so one thing that happened with me was I had an arsenal of dope equipment I was using to make music, but it wasn't mine. None of this equipment was my equipment, right? So I was living with some people. And I didn't have any equipment on my own. I was very much just kind of like using their stuff as a luxury because we were all living together. We had a falling out, and I ended up losing all of that, right? So you ask, how does Ellie make music at that point? Well, I don't make music at that point. And that was the lowest point of my life when I had nothing. I didn't have a PC. I had a phone. That's all I had. I didn't even have my guitar at that point. I had to sell it because I lost my job. I had nothing to my name to make art. And that was the lowest point I have ever reached. And that was actually where I tried taking my own life. And after that moment was when my mom actually realized how low I really was. And she had like this old cracked iPad from like an old generation of iPads, like the oldest one. Terrible. She was just like, well, I have this. I mean, you can have it. And I said, okay. So I get this iPad. Mind you, I wasn't really familiar with Apple products before this. I used Android and everything, and I just never had this thing. So she gave me this iPad, and I realized GarageBand is the default app on it. And I'm just like, well, I need to make this. I need to make music because I'm losing my mind. So I set out to make an album however I could. And I ended up telling my entire story of what I just told you, the whole falling out, the whole reaching that, the bottom, reaching bottom and then coming up. That I made an album around that entire story, all on just that iPad with GarageBand. And people responded really well to it. And that right there has inspired a lot of people that I know who I've met on Discord, different artists, whatever, that they realize, wow, you really don't need anything. You can do this all on just like an iPad with GarageBand. You just have to have the know on how to build this stuff. So that was definitely where I came into my own as an artist. Before I was really like living off of other beings. Now I'm like, okay, no, I am my own being and I'm Ellie Cairo now, and this is my own thing. I've built my own brand. This is my own. I don't need nobody, and that's the road that I took, and I'm proud of it because like I said, I reached bottom, and here I am now. So that's definitely something I wanted to share because I feel like it can be inspiring to somebody who's in the same position where they don't have anything to record their art or their voice. They have nothing to record their voice, and they're sitting there trying to figure out what to do. It's like there are ways. You don't need $40,000 recording studios to make dope shit. You just don't.
Right, definitely, definitely. I definitely agree with you, and that's incredible. Your life just kind of took a turn after that whole downfall.
Yeah,
That's
100%.
that's pretty powerful to me. I don't know about anyone else, but that's like really amazing.
I appreciate that.
Wow. Okay, gotta take a breather. Um, but gonna move on from that.
Mhm.
So in an alternate universe, what would happen if you were not a musician?
Oh, good question. Very good question. What would happen if I wasn't a musician in an alternate universe? I've actually messed around with this like idea before with some friends, but I think there'd be two things, right? Two
Mhm.
possibilities I'm gonna throw out there. I think I'd either be like very like fine dining culinary chef, because that's what I do now, just as a day job. I'm a chef. But or I would just like I would be like on a fishing boat somewhere. Like that's what I would do. I would just fish because fishing is just dope to me. It's just really like zen for me, and I just love the water. I love the ocean. So that would probably be what I do in an alternate universe.
Oh, I see, I see. Okay. All right. Trying to think and my head still hurts. Okay. All right. I'm excited to see this answer because I have a long list of artists
Okay.
now. What would be your dream collaboration?
Ooh, dream collab. Oh boy, that's actually tough. Dream collab for me. uh, Dream collab. Honestly, like it's gonna sound really cliche, but I think I would. Can I say two? I think I got two.
Yeah, sure.
All right,
Go
I got
ahead.
two. I got two. I think I would want to see JID and I would want to see a JID and Kendrick Lamar collab because I think it'd be insane.
Hmm.
Um, that would just be so dope, and I think it is on the way. I think it's going to happen. I'm just like I'm fiending for it right now. Uh, and then I'm trying to think of the other one that I just had. Honestly, probably just to beat a dead horse, I would probably do a Chance the Rapper and Kendrick Lamar one too because I've wanted that since I got into hip hop. So that's my answer. They will the second one will never happen, but the first one will definitely happen.
Hmm. You never know. It could happen.
It could, but I've been hoping for it. But I remember actually, it's funny. Like I remember a very long time ago, Chance had like an old verse where he literally said, like in a bar, he said like, "No songs with Kendrick, we just hang out," and it was like the biggest tease ever. I was just like, "Wow, you just straight up told me you're never gonna do a song with this dude." It was funny.
Alright. Wow. I'm really getting wows. Okay. Trying to kill this awkwardness. So, I really like this answer too. And I know
Mm,
what you're gonna say. But
hmm
have you ever gone through a writer's block?
Oh boy. Oh yeah. Oh, so many times. So actually, this is a really interesting topic for me. So writer's block with with writing in general for me, I don't like to force anything. I feel like when you're banging your head against the wall, like let's say you're trying to write a song and you're on this one part of the track, like let's say you're writing a hook or you're writing let's say a bridge for a part and you just can't get it. It's just not working, it's not flowing, it's not fluid enough and you're banging your head against the wall for hours and hours. That is the time to stop. You got to stop. You got to take a break. You have to because you'll realize that if you take a break, if you stop, the next day, the next time you come around to it, you're going to come around with a fresh mind, with new experiences, with new thoughts and everything, and you're going to approach it differently. And you're going to have different thoughts about it. So that is my like cure for writer's block whenever I have it, which is a lot. I do get writer's block a lot. My like my way around writer's block for sure is that I don't like to just work on one thing, like one particular track forever. I like to switch it up a lot. That way I'm not like, just down on myself for not being able to write this one bar, this one track and then have nowhere to go. I like having different like lanes and different roads to take when it comes to writer's block. That's for sure. But like it can be really really discouraging when you have like I don't know, when you spend like 5 hours on a song and you feel like you got nowhere. That's super discouraging as an artist. It is, but it
Mhm,
happens to everybody. Everybody.
mhm, most definitely. Most definitely. Alright. Now, I like your perspective earlier, so I kind of want to elaborate on it. So, we're going inside your head. I hope that's fine.
Wait, say that again?
I cut out something. I hate when I
Yeah,
do
you cut out a
that.
little bit. Yeah. Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But I hate it when Discord does that, and even Zoom, I hate
Yeah,
it.
no, Discord can be rough sometimes.
No kidding. But anyway, I said we're going
Mhm.
inside your brain because I want to elaborate on your
Okay.
perspective of music.
Okay. Let's do it.
All right. And you're gonna have a really nice answer. I just know it. So, how would you describe the music that you typically create?
Okay. The music I typically create is definitely not your generic 4/4 type, intro, chorus, outro type music. It's not that type of music. I like music that takes you on an adventure. I don't I think that music I just described, the 4/4, like intro verse chorus, or verse chorus outro type music, your usual formula. I think that's fine, and it has its own lane. There's no problem with that. I enjoy it. But me personally, I can't pull from my spirit with that at all. It's just not in me. Like, I'm sure if I really, really wanted to, I could write one, but it wouldn't feel as authentic for me. I like writing stuff that takes you on a journey, that is like an adventure in sound. That's what I like to do. So when you listen to my music, there are a lot of twists and turns. There are a lot of different types of sounds that you don't normally expect. There's a lot of genre bending. There's never ever any sort of pigeonholing when it comes to genres. Let's say you're listening to one of my projects, or you hear a track and you hear a boom bap beat. Like, there is absolutely no like law saying that there isn't going to be a trap beat the next 5 seconds, or there isn't going to be some rock style thing all of a sudden. Like, I bend genres like crazy. I love doing that. I love pushing the boundaries. And I love, my favorite thing, I already mentioned it, is world building. I love to world build. And what that really means, when I say that, for people who don't really understand what I mean, it's like, I like when you're actually there in the song. I don't like when, there's only one layer of sound. I like when there's layers. I like when there's sound design, when you can actually picture and have visuals and images going on in your head when you're hearing all the stuff going on. I like, basically, it's like you're watching a movie. That's the kind of music I make. It's like a movie for your ears. And that is the tagline I'm using for my next project. My big statement to art in itself is that it's a movie for your ears. So that's how I create music. That's usually how I do it. I actually am trying to get into the soundtrack industry, like at some point down the road, not now, but at some point down the road. I really hope to get into that industry at some point, because I feel like I do have a talent for world building and things like that. I also have this thing called synesthesia. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's basically when you see sound as color. Basically, I perceive sound as color, and it allows me really, really well to build different worlds within sound, and it is a huge advantage for me. So, like, if you were like, hey, can you make a song that sounds kind of like Blue? I would be able to do that, and a lot of people, they would have absolutely no idea where to start. They'd be like, what do you mean build a song that sounds yellow or orange? What do you mean by that? Like, for me, I have certain like chords, certain like scales, keys that that I think are a certain color in my brain, that I just think it like something is a certain color. And that helps me create different worlds and actually, build on those layers.
Mm. Wow, and let me just say this for a sec, that I really am surprised. I've never heard anyone's music where it's like a movie. Like,
Mm,
I heard the generic all the
yep.
time, especially with pop music. It's I'm generic,
Yep.
not being rude to anyone,
Mhm.
but I like your perspective on music, and like your songs is an adventure.
Mhm.
If more artists did that, then people would most likely enjoy them more.
I think so. Definitely. I honestly do. I think I hope that with me, so actually, like, while we're on this topic, because I feel like this is a good time to talk about it, is that I feel like right now, we're getting hit with the generic formulas, with especially with streaming, right? Everyone's doing like 30 track albums, whatever, and they're just doing like 2-minute songs of just trash. Like, and not everybody, but you know what I mean. There's a lot of the
Mhm.
same rinse and repeat formulas going on, and it's to generate the most streams they can. No one's actually caring about like the immersion level for art. Like, no one's actually thinking about that. And people who are, they're not being recognized as such. That's what I'm not saying no one is doing that, but the people who are, they're not being recognized like they should. And I'm thinking like, okay, well, we should try to create like this new wave of, you know, immersion. Like we really should, because I feel like why can't we? Why can't we basically make a movie for your ears where it really is that immersive and it's that interesting to listen to that you feel like you're there? Why can't we do that? I feel like we can. But I personally have not really heard that yet. I haven't heard an artist take that step yet. I've heard many, like, you know, things that are close to it, but what I'm doing right now is something that's a bit different. And that is something, you know, I'm willing to say that because I know it to be true. And I'm excited, beyond excited, to share it with people, because I know that as soon as people hear it, they're going to be telling everybody to hear it. And they're going to say, yo, you need to see this movie / album. Like it's an audio movie. And that's what this is. Now, the thing I was going to tell you too, this is the really interesting part of my team, my creative team that I work with, is that, so I work with this creative team called Shurikens, and there are a couple other artists on Discord that I work with. Okay. And this team, we all work together. Now, this is something that is very weird and unheard of in my opinion, but they actually work really closely with me on my own project. Now, that's a bit strange because for the most part, when you have like 3 to 4 people, you know, executive producing and co-directing like a project of an artist, it's a collective project. You get like Wu-Tang, you get Brockhampton, you get like collective groups, right? But this is a personal project of a singular artist that has been worked on by a collective effort from people within the universe of this artist. So it's super interesting. It's like a Marvel universe, basically, that we have created. So what I'm trying to say here is like the people who have worked on my album, they exist within the universe of my album, and their albums are going to exist within my album. And so it's all going to be interconnected. So on their albums, you're going to see glimpses in moments of my character on my album, on their albums, and they're all going to be interconnected. So it's going to be this massive universe that has some lore to it. And I don't think there's a lot of that right now. And I feel like that right there is a lot more immersive, a lot more replay value. There's a lot more to dig into than just here's my album of rinse and repeat trap beats and type beats that I found, and I'm just trying to be the next like clone of the double XL rapper that I just heard. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Yeah.
But I definitely really agree. If artists had the same perspective as you, not only would they get more streams, people would enjoy them more and they would grow more as an artist.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, I wish your brain was the same as all the artists' brains.
I appreciate that. I just hope people, you know, respect the perspective. That's all.
Yeah, most definite. And what I also really love is that your team are so in close with you. They're so together
Mm-hmm.
and they're so with you.
Yes.
Like they really
100%.
want to help you through this.
Yes. 100%. And it's really interesting that, you know, they're basically like co-directors in a way on like this movie / album type of deal. And you know, but they're also characters within the universe. So it's interesting that like we're characters, but we're also people, but we're like interchangeable at the same time. It's something I've personally never really seen. And we've gotten strange reactions already from people that are just like, whoa, they're all working on your album with you? I'm like, yeah, we're all working together on it. And they're like, what? You guys aren't a group? No. We're all like, we're working on the narrative, the plot structure, the sound design, all this stuff. It is at the end, you know, at the end of the day, it's my project. You know, at the end of the day, this is my story. This is what I want to tell. But they are like my friends along for the ride. And they're basically, you know, giving me the paintbrushes. They're giving me the palette and I'm dipping the paintbrush into the colors and I'm painting. That's basically what I see it as.
Oh, I see, I see. And I love the movie concept. I mean,
Mm.
honestly, if I would love to listen to an album that was like a movie because I absolutely love movies. I'm sure everybody else
Then
does.
you would love this album then. You 100% would. That's awesome.
Yeah, and not just me. a lot of kids, adults, even seniors, they all love movies. So if
Yeah.
artists has made albums like the like I would love to see that. I mean, you of course, I just met you and your album's coming, but I wish modern artists would do that. Especially
Yes,
pop
I do
artists
too.
because they're like advertised a lot, especially on Spotify. So I wish they
Mhm.
had the same potential as you. And
It's
rappers and soul R&B,
mhm.
the
No,
whole
it's true,
thing.
it's true. Like, the thing is too, I wanna make clear is, like, before anyone gets on me is, like, we've had pop artists, like, look at Beyoncé, right? She did the whole Lemonade thing with the movie. Like, she kinda did a
Mhm.
movie, but it wasn't, like, narrative driven, like, you know what I mean? It was kind of more, like, abstract, like, you kinda are just watching this kind of, like, film that kinda goes with what, like, is thematically present within the lyrics, but not, like, to the level of like, okay, this is an actual movie that every single thing that's happening is in line with that movie. No, it's more just like this definitely pairs well with the soundtrack. That's basically what Lemonade was. This it, the way that I brand this, you're gonna laugh. The way that I brand this Cairology movement that I'm calling it, this wave that I really hope is a thing that becomes a thing, is basically I'm sure you know of Hamilton. This basically is
Oh,
like Hamilton for people who actually like hip hop. That's what this album is. Like, this is
oh wow.
Hamilton for actual hip hop fans. 'Cause Hamilton is really cool. It's got that theatrical feel. It definitely has that play kind of feel, but they're not actually doing like rap hip hop like people want hip hop to be, right? They're very much just kind of doing like rhymes. They're just rhyming in a play format. This is like if you took Kendrick Lamar and mixed it with Hamilton and mixed it with a Christopher Nolan film. That's what this is.
Wow.
Yes.
That does sound good.
Yes.
Okay. I was taking a breather because you're like the first person that has ever had a clear music perspective. No offense
I
to
appreciate
anyone else.
that. That's awesome.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna need a minute. Okay. Um, all right, to kill this awkwardness. Let's move on.
Yep.
Um, like to have fun because we're about to have fun in a few. All right.
Yeah.
So I love earlier when you said you're an everything artist. I love that
Mhm.
you don't have any limitations. Rappers can only they have a limit. They only do rapping, or pop artists, the only thing they do is sing. Or soul R&B, their limitations have melody. But you have everything. Like you're not
Mhm.
just a rapper, you're not just a singer, you're like everything.
Mhm.
And
100%.
I can't have you rap it out because I don't think that's enough. I don't think that's enough. I can't have you do that.
Okay. Okay.
Have you do that.
Alright.
I want you to blow us all away. You've already blown us away,
Okay.
but this is like in a movie where it's like the end scene or like after the climax, like
Mhm.
the falling action, the resolution,
Yes.
all that. I want you to do a performance like right now.
You want me to do a performance?
Yeah, perform one of your songs. I think you will really blow us away.
You want me to do just a cappella though, no beat, nothing?
Yeah, no beat. I had so much trouble with trying to play a beat while recording. That is so much.
Alright, give me a second.
I'm really excited, y'all. Get excited. I'm so excited.
Give me 1 second, 'cause, I
All
definitely
right.
wanna make it I wanna make it real good for you.
All right, got you. And I'm getting the audience hyped up. Y'all get excited. Wow, I'm getting just chills getting ready. Oh, I'm so nervous. Oh my god. Whew. Oh my god. This is how I feel with musicals. Oh, here we go. This is like the same kind of feel with musicals. I mean, wow. And also after the climax of a movie. Wow. Whew. wow. I'm just really just blown away. Y'all blown away? Y'all got me blown away. Wow. And artists is out there who's looking to collab or looking for somebody. You might want to look at the description and follow this guy on social media. Look him up and get a collab going. Get a project going. Like, come on. You okay there?
Yep, give me 1 second.
Oof.
Sorry to keep
Okay,
y'all waiting. It'll be good, I promise.
that's all right. I think everybody is ready and they're okay. I think they're okay. I mean, okay. Just to make sure there's no silences, just gonna keep this
Yeah, of
going.
course, of course, of course. Yep. This was such a great opportunity, man. I really appreciate this.
No problem, no problem. I love helping artists out with branching out and growing as an artist. I love that. That's what I love about this podcast. I love it. It's so exciting, and I get to meet new people. Every episode's like an adventure. It's kind of like also a movie if you think about it. Because I get to have an adventure every episode. I get to have one. If you really think about it, it's so fun.
All
Ecstasy is
right.
missing out.
All right, let's see,
Get
let's see.
ready. Woo!
All right, we're doing acapella, right?
Yeah, acapella. Okay. Ooh, I'm getting chills. I'm getting chills. Ooh. Oof, oof. Ooh. This is the same feeling I had when I watched Aladdin on stage. Ah.
All right. So basically, all right, I'm gonna do it acapella.
Here we go, y'all. Ooh. This is how I feel in the movie theater.
All right. Come with me and I'll show you how to fight that dark energy. I ain't talking about Hennessy. This crown fit me nice and laid waste to all my enemies. Davies rappers parodies and parrots need clarity. I'm going 500 on the track like Patrick Flaherty. Never sparked a flare in me. The lever struck a quarter where it tearing me. I made it through that portal. Fuck your charity. 94 infinity, the tower to divinity. I'm bioluminescent, symbiotic for that symmetry. The shelter for the storm. And yo, I got what you need. They ain't be pushing me unless that name was Pusha T. LEC, you pleased to meet this Ellie Cairology. I heard from down that block that they already on E. The Fahrenheit to Fahrenheit's Mark Anthony, Maronite, the dead, the die. I ride the flood through 40 days and 40 nights to polarize the polar caps. I lap the globe to globalize while solarizing planetary interstate for Nobel Prize. You see, with me, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you gotta show me how to do that. Yeah, listen. Arm your head space. We finna journey through the Baltic Sea and jack the mic, jack magic, quantize through the quantic leaps. Ready, set, headset, radio, future jet set. Seeing red till you see that red letter you haven't read yet. And Dave, how can you be so sure that we haven't met yet? And how can you be so sure you're alive if you ain't dead yet? I kinda suits you and I might as well give you a boost. Put in a suit for all the labor. I'm up in the canopy picking the fruit. Ellie the Pharaoh to every commoner living right under a rock with a new. Where is the roof? Here is the proof. Stepping in front of the bitch is a shoe. Stepping right under the bitch with a shoe. Clearing the path of the trip on a route. Looking for new slaves coming for both of our lives. And you better shoot. Dave, flashing the flash right into your eyes. This is the new wave. Raven at night was the only advice. This is the new day. Bad blood in this metal palace. Acid rapping on the search for Alice. Drop a smile like a chest shy. Sit back, keep your chest high. Magpies getting capsized and no cap. We the next guy. I'm giving the gift of the magi while painting the glass of my glass eye. I see the bigger picture in this realm. We going Mach 5. Spin, kick, and rip apart these demons. Yo, I pop eyes. I make the sub pop like Mogwai, Baruch tour out of Noah, my terrain full of rock slides.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
That's
Wow.
just a little bit of a verse from Cairology.
Wow. Oh, okay. That's your new album. That's why it's on your Discord name. That's why in the comments of
Correct. Yeah.
Cairology on the way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now I see it. Now, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be dope. Very excited. Very excited. honestly. It definitely
Wow.
doesn't give it justice a cappella, but yeah, no, those are lyrically, you'll still be able to take something away from that for sure.
Wow, this was like a whole roller coaster.
I appreciate that. That's dope. I really hope people enjoyed it. I hope they enjoyed hearing my perspective on music. I hope they check me out as an artist. I hope, more people want to work with me. I'm always, here to elevate other artists. I'm not really like I do talk about, how I feel about myself as an artist, but I want everybody to grow at the same time. I understand the artist's plight. I understand where everybody is, and I know that I wouldn't be where I am today without great artists like myself and people who are struggling just like me. So, I definitely, extend an olive branch to anybody who wants to come work with me and, who's dope as well.
Wow. True words of a legend.
Appreciate it.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna finish on that note before I start to pass out. Now, this part's fun.
Okay.
This is your opportunity to this is like the end credits in a movie
Okay.
almost. The movie, your music, joke. Anyway, um this is your time to say a few things.
Okay.
Shout out anyone you want.
Okay.
You've given a lot of advice, so if you have any more advice, because you've given a lot of it. If you have any more, just
Absolutely.
yeah.
All right, cool. I want to give a shout out to my boy Marcus Plenty. He's the co-director of Cairology. He's on the come up as well. Check him out when he drops his stuff coming out soon. I want to give a shout out to Michael Y2K. Anybody in the Shurikens right now? We got Shure. We got Trips. He's also a co-director of the project. I want to give a shout out to obviously my parents. I want to give a shout out to all anybody who supports my previous works, Vertical Vertigo, anything I put out in the past. Anybody who supports my come up, anyone who supports anything that I speak on, anyone who's on the same wavelength and energy that I'm on, I want to support anybody, in that field. 100%. I want everybody to understand me as an artist, and I want everyone to understand that wherever you are in life, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how old you are. I don't care if you're 80. I don't care if you're 60. I don't care how old you are. You can still create amazing art. It doesn't matter. There is no age limit. There's no time limit on this shit. You don't need $40,000. You don't need anything. I did it all with a fucking iPad. You don't need anything. You literally don't need shit. You can do so many things with absolutely nothing. You just need the heart. You just need to learn. You need to listen, pay attention to people. You got to pay attention, be self-aware. It's so important. You really got to get off the fucking internet and really pay attention, look inward and really pay attention to your surroundings, pay attention to the art itself, and have a grander scope and grander worldview when it comes to this shit. If you want to create something that lasts, and that right there is the Cairology vision, is creating something that lasts and isn't going to be a flash in the pan and disappear within a week.
Oh wow! Oh, an ultimate finish.
I
I'm blown away.
appreciate it a lot.
Wow, and wow. Okay, I'm gonna need a breather, but
Take your time. Take your
uh,
time.
I just really want to say just a huge thanks. I mean, I know it might seem like a regular thanks,
Yeah.
but this is like a deep one
Wow.
because I learned a lot. I mean, it feels like it's 20, 30 minutes, but in that time span, I learned a lot about
Really. Hell
you,
yeah.
about the music, and it really, had me deep thinking about music itself.
I love
And,
that. I really love that.
I gotta I gotta give you props, man, for all you said, everything that you talked about today. I gotta give you props. I gotta just say thanks, and props to you and your music and your new project. I'm so excited to see it. I mean, seeing your performance, your little teaser,
Yeah.
has me thinking about what your album's gonna be like. Oh wow! So
Yeah. It's definitely a wild ride. It's a wild ride. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's definitely nothing that's out in music right now. And we're not. Are we still recording or is it done?
Yeah, it's still recording.
Oh, okay. Me and my team, we've done this interesting thing where we actually have, and I've actually never heard of this. This is an interesting for any artist who is really trying to up your game and take criticism because that is the hardest thing to do as an artist, in my opinion, is take criticism and understand when it's time to be like, yeah, you're right. Let me try this instead. That's not easy to do. And what we've actually done is we go into Discord servers and we hold actual focus groups with people. And we actually
Mhm.
send them a multiple choice like forum sheet where they see if they can understand the exposition, the narrative, what they're able to understand. That way, when they say, we didn't get this part, or we do understand this part, or why did this happen? Why is this character doing this? Why is this arc make no sense? Why is this, what I mean? We're able to actually, we're like, oh, great. Thanks for the feedback. We're going to go back into the lab and we're going to work on this and we're going to make it better. And then we come back and then that answer changes. And they're like, oh, wait, no. This is way better. I understand this perfectly now. Like, oh, okay. So the narrative is coming across better. Good. So focus groups have been a huge help for this because like, I personally haven't seen anybody going into Discord servers and being like, hey, can you guys focus group my album? I don't see people doing that. It's a very interesting approach, but it's working because we're actually able to get like really good feedback from people, we're trying to create like a cult classic right now. That's what this is going to be.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very interesting. That's a lot better than when my friend tried to make a whole university in a server.
Really?
Yeah, it's hilarious. But he actually tried to do a university, actual school. It failed, but
in a server?
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Actual thing. Yeah, I would ask you
That's
to join it and live it
crazy.
up, but I would ask you to do it, but I don't want you to do that.
That's actually crazy though. Wow. That's crazy. I was gonna ask, well, we are still recording, but I was gonna ask you. I mean, I do have, I mean, this is up to you if you want to do this or not. But I do have like I could play you like a little tiny snippet, like if I streamed it of a part. That way you can hear it.
I have to think about it. Discord can be very tricky.
Discord? Yeah, Discord can be rough. Discord can be rough, that's for sure.
Mhm. But send it to me. It'll be a little something for them out there. Or if you want to play it, we can try playing it if you want.
Yeah, we can try, right? Like can you edit this? You can, right?
Oh, that's the problem. I hate to say it out loud, but I don't edit.
Oh,
It's
really?
embarrassing.
No, it's not.
But
It's organic. It's organic.
I have a reason why. I don't have an editor. I don't have a strong one that I can depend on. I don't have
Okay.
that.
Okay. No, we won't even bother then. We'll wait. We'll wait for the project. That's fine. Let
Yeah,
him let him
let's
fiend
wait.
for it. Let him fiend for it.
Yeah, let's surprise them.
Yeah,
Let's surprise them.
exactly.
Let's
Exactly.
let's
We'll let
surprise.
him fiend for it.
Okay, no teasers, a surprise. Let's do
Yeah,
surprise. I like it.
no teasers. No teasers. Yep. That's it. That sounds good. Do you have any other questions for me?
Not really. You have gone above and beyond with this.
I
Nothing
appreciate.
really more. Wow. Nothing really more from me.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you're pretty clear with everything. So
Oh yeah, absolutely.
close out. Close on that note.
Okay.
Get ready, y'all, for big stuff coming. Um, if for big stuff, I'll update. And that big stuff kind of includes his new project. Get ready for that. That's why we didn't do a teaser to surprise you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make
Yep.
sure to follow us. All the podcasts, social medias on Wrap It Out Podcast. Just Google it, add Wrap It Up Podcast. Most platforms. I only know some of them. And then y'all have a good one, and I will see y'all very soon. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I certainly did,
Absolutely.
and I hope y'all enjoyed it. And if you haven't, you're idiots.
Absolutely, absolutely. Peace out, y'all. Peace out. Thanks for having me.
No problem, no problem. Thank you guys for watching. See y'all soon. Bye, y'all. Hey, y'all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I really do appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hold up, before y'all leave, before you guys close out this window on this browser, we got a special surprise for you on this episode. You guys remember Reggie FM? FE. Sorry for pronouncing your name wrong. Reggie FE. Y'all remember him, right? I interviewed him a while back. Anywho, he has a new song out. It's called Hoes Mad featuring Ted the Poet. And it's a special treat to you guys. That's kind of like a win-win also because you guys are watching right now. So if you have not already turned off your devices and closed all the tabs, tune into this new song. And I hope you guys like it. And shout out to Reggie FE for letting us use this song. And I hope you guys like it. And thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Thank you. Hope you guys love it.
Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. One thing leads to another. Now you're fucking someone else. Damn. One thing leads to another. Now you're fucking someone else. Damn. Hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad. 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 Hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, yeah. Man, why you act fake, look like trash? I remember that. Why you let them go and break your back, break your back? Now you hoe, now you rat. All the lies, all the cap. I say the truth, I say the facts. I don't really wanna fuck with chit chat. Try to chase the money, no I get that. But a nigga jealous, now I hit that. All my dolo shit, you know it is. I know you mad, the shit you is. You see all my accomplishments, you know that I'm gonna get rich. Wish you were mine, but now you his. One thing leads to another. Now you're fucking someone else. Damn. One thing leads to another. Now you're fucking someone else. Damn. Hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad. 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 Hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad.
She wanna pout with her lip out. I wasn't down with the get down. Whoever pounding that bitch now, that's some shit I don't know shit about. Forgive and forget, for better for worse. The phone playing 4K with 44 females. Fuck a friend and film it forced to sell. I guess you could say I cope with it well. Ooh, she got no shortage of L's. I got no shortage of horrible tales. Ooh, recall important details. I don't remember no foreign females. Ooh, she say I'm going to hell, but she think of me when she toy with herself. Ooh, I was a heartbreaker. You were just like a fucking a story to tell.
Oh, one thing leads to another. Now you're fucking someone else. Damn. One thing leads to another. Now you're fucking someone else. Damn. Hoes mad,